A single warrior has emerged, wielding 2 legendary devil fruit level powers at the same time. This revelation alone reshapes the entire balance of power, but what follows in this chapter goes far beyond simple strength. It unveils ancient secrets, forgotten conflicts, immortal enemies, and a destiny that has been silently moving in the shadows since the era of Roger himself. Chapter 1170, titled Opposite, does not merely continue the story, it detonates it. From a brutal clash between living weapons deep inside Elbaf's sacred treasure chamber, to the long-hidden war between Shanks and the immortal Holy Knights, every page pushes the narrative into dangerous new territory. With Loki now standing on a level once reserved only for monsters like Whitebeard, Blackbeard, and Sbaii, the world is forced to confront a terrifying question. What happens when a being with limitless ambition finally gains limitless power? Alright, before we dive any deeper and keep this anime storytelling journey alive together, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, and share your thoughts in the comments so the hype doesn't die down. Now then, let's get right into the discussion. Let's roll. The latest confirmation has finally revealed something truly shocking. It turns out that Loki is now in possession of 2 legendary devil fruit powers, both of them completely overpowered. The first comes from the legendary Elbaf devil fruit that Loki personally consumed. The second originates from the devil fruit ability embedded within his legendary hammer, Ragnir. With this revelation, Loki officially joins the extremely small group of beings capable of wielding 2 extraordinary powers at once. Until now, Whitebeard was the only one known for this feat, and based on previously confirmed information, Blackbeard is very likely part of that group as well. This is where the true terror of Loki's strength begins to surface. Especially when he is forced to confront a being who stands on the same level as Sbaii, a figure blessed with both immortality and an overwhelming physical power enhancement. Not only that, this chapter also uncovers the long-hidden mystery of why the Holy Knights are so familiar with this individual, and reveals the shocking fact that they have attempted to kidnap Shanks repeatedly. All of these major revelations appear in the spoilers for One Piece Chapter 1170, and the situation is nothing short of explosive. The chapter is titled, Opposite. At the very beginning, the story immediately returns to the events of the previous chapter. The sacred room where Elbaf's legendary devil fruit is stored. However, before he can claim it, Ragnir attacks him, and an enormous battle erupts. To picture the scene, imagine a giant hammer that moves and fights on its own, floating through the air and attacking purely by its own will, clashing directly against Loki, who is also wielding his own hammer. It is a battle between 2 living weapons. Here, the reason is finally explained why, throughout Elbaf's entire history, no one has ever succeeded in eating that legendary devil fruit. The answer is simple. Because it has been guarded directly by Ragnir. Ragnir is overwhelmingly powerful. Every single person who ever attempted to take the fruit was completely defeated. So the question becomes, is Loki strong enough to overcome it? The answer will be revealed at the end of this spoiler. The scene then shifts elsewhere. Shanks and Gaban are now fighting Harold. They strike at his vital points, yet he does not die. From this, Gaban immediately realizes that Harold is a member of the Holy Knights, a group they have clashed with many times since Shanks was still a child. The real reason is finally exposed. The Holy Knights have been hunting Roger's ship all this time because they knew Shanks was on board. Their mission was clear, to abduct Shanks and take him back. It is highly likely that this was a direct order from Garling, who knew that one of his children vanished at God Valley, and suspected that Roger was the one who took Shanks away. Because of this, their conflict with the Holy Knights continued relentlessly. The problem is, the Holy Knights are immortal. They cannot be killed. But they can be incapacitated. How? By coating attacks with Haushiku Haki, Conqueror's Haki, whether through bare hands or any weapon. Haushiku, coated attacks cause extreme pain and significantly slow the Holy Knights' regeneration. Without Haushiku, attacks feel almost meaningless against them. With Haushiku, their bodies experience real pain, their stamina drains rapidly, and eventually they reach a point where they can no longer recover. Meanwhile, on another panel, the battle between Loki and Ragnir grows increasingly brutal. Both are severely damaged. Both are pushed to extreme exhaustion. Loki's hammer is badly shattered. Ragnir, at last, runs out of strength. And then, at that critical moment, something strange happens. Ragnar transforms into a very small, extremely cute squirrel. Even though this detail hasn't been explicitly written in the official spoilers, many reliable leakers on Twitter have confirmed that this creature is Ragnar, whose design and concept are clearly inspired by Ratatoskr, the legendary being from Norse mythology. In the mythological parallel, this creature's main role is to act as a messenger, carrying messages from Nidhugr, who dwells in the underworld, up to the Sun Realm, specifically to the very top of the treasure tree atom, delivering those messages to the eagles that reside there. Within this story's symbolism, Loki effectively takes the role of Nidhugr, bound deep in the lower world, while this squirrel-like creature, whom we can associate with Ratatoskr, becomes Ragnar, serving as Loki's right hand, personal assistant, and ultimately his most dangerous weapon. Because of this, Ratatoskr finally acknowledges that Loki is truly worthy of consuming the legendary devil fruit. He opens the treasure chest and personally hands the devil fruit to Loki. The moment Loki consumes it, a dramatic transformation begins. His arm immediately shifts into a strange cloth-like or layered structure, and from that point onward, it becomes clear that both of his hands now possess extremely dangerous abilities. This leads to a major question. What exact Norse mythological creature has been adapted into Loki's Zoan form? Additional clues were already planted in earlier chapters, particularly the massive claw marks discovered along the Straw Hat cruise path. Luffy even questioned what happened there, and Rodo explained that it was the site where King Harold was killed. That strongly suggests those claw marks were left by Loki himself. However, in this chapter, Oda deliberately avoids revealing Loki's true Zoan appearance. Only his claws and the brutal, intimidating silhouette of his form are shown. It's clear Oda is intentionally saving the full reveal for a later moment in the timeline, carefully building anticipation before unveiling Loki's complete Zoan transformation. Interestingly, many Twitter leakers now believe that this hidden form is Nidhugr itself, the colossal serpent of the underworld in Norse mythology that constantly gnaws at the roots of Yggdrasil. This theory fits almost perfectly, because in One Piece, Loki is also bound and concealed within the deepest layers of the treasure tree atom, mirroring Nidhugr's mythological position beneath Yggdrasil. In fact, there were already multiple theory videos predicting that Loki's devil fruit would be a Zoan type, model, Nidhugr. Now, after acquiring this legendary devil fruit and wielding the weapon Ragnar, Loki's power reaches a level that feels completely unreasonable. Just imagine it, two absurdly overpowered forces in the hands of a single character. The battle between Loki and Harold continues. Despite the intense clash, Loki's true form remains hidden behind a silhouette, reinforcing the idea that Oda still isn't ready to fully reveal it just yet. Eventually, Loki shifts into his hybrid or human form and focuses on a single objective, coating Ragnar with Conqueror's Haki. He releases an overwhelming amount of that Haki, triggering massive lightning bolts that wrap around the weapon before he unleashes his finishing blow. That strike crashes into Harold with devastating force. Harold's body begins to crack, shatter, and finally disintegrate into fragments. And that is where the chapter ends, leaving us with a chilling display of just how terrifying Loki's power has already become, even though this is only the beginning of his growth after obtaining his abilities. From this point on, it becomes clear, Loki never lied when he claimed he could kill the Holy Knights. And if he continues to refine and master this power over time, his true potential is still nowhere near its ceiling. Yash. That's really interesting, Nakama. Big thanks to everyone who stayed all the way to the end. If anything's on your mind or you've got questions, drop them in the comments below. Appreciate you for watching, and catch you in the next videos.